This is a video review of the film. The film contains actors over 18 years of age. The video is made for entertainment purposes. The author of the video does not intend to offend anyone.
Hello everyone. Today I will talk about the film Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. The girl becomes a member of a strange family in which the man uses women for his pleasure.
My favorite. I won't lose you.
Martha has been living in the farmhouse for 2 years. In their very strange family, the leader is a man named Patrick. About 6 men and 9 women live in one house. After a hard day's work on the farm, the women serve dinner. Women are forbidden to sit at the same table with men. Because of this, they have to wait until all the men have finished their dinner, and only after that, the women can eat too. In the morning, Martha packs her things and quietly leaves the house. But one of the girls notices her and tells one of the guys about it.
Marcy! Where you going?
The girl runs into the forest and tries to hide. Several guys went out looking for her, but they couldn't find the girl. Martha comes to the city and goes to the cafe. The girl orders herself a delicious breakfast, but one of the guys finds her. The girl explains that she just wanted to take a walk around the city. The guy says that he could just take her to the city. He realizes that the girl is deceiving him. He says that Patrick is worried about her and wants her to come back. But Martha says she wants to walk a little more. The guy kisses the girl on the forehead and leaves. Martha goes outside and calls her sister.
Yeah.
The sister wants to come for her, but Martha says that she cannot wait long. The girl looks around and is afraid that her sister will not have time to come to her. Lucy brings Martha to her country house. She wants to talk, but Martha puts off the conversation because she really wants to sleep. In the morning, Lucy's husband arrives at the house. Ted asks what happened to Martha and where she was for 2 years. Martha lied to her sister and said that she lived with a guy in the mountains for 2 years. Martha wakes up and for the first time in a long time has breakfast like an ordinary person. It is unusual for her to sit at the same table with a man. Lucy says that she and Ted got married and are renting this house. Soon they plan to buy a new apartment and move there. In the afternoon, Martha asks her sister how far is this house from the place where they met yesterday. Lucy says that it takes about 3 hours to get to that place by car. Martha smokes with her new friend. Zoe notices Patrick walking towards them and throws away his cigarette. The man scolds Zoe for starting to smoke again and then meets a new girl in his large family. Martha says that she really likes it here and wants to stay.
Martha, you look like a Marcy May.
From that moment on, Martha becomes Marcy. Ted suggests everyone go swimming together. Martha takes off all her clothes and jumps into the water. Lucy notices this and asks Martha to get out of the water.
What's wrong with you, Jesus?
The first night, Marcy can't sleep. She decides to clean up a little and strikes up a conversation with one of the guys. A new day is coming. All family members must work. For now, Marcy can only help with cleaning, but soon she plans to learn how to knit. During the break, the guys play the guitar and have fun. Patrick approaches them and says that today is an important day for Marcy. Today she will become a full-fledged member of their family, but for this, she needs to undergo a rite of passage. At night, Marcy wakes up and feels pain. Patrick accepted the girl into their cult. Marcy feels bad after what happened. Katie approaches her and explains that all the women living in the house also went through this. She assures that what happened was good. At night, Zoe also says that she is jealous of Marcy. From this day on, Marcy begins to increasingly accept her new life. In the morning, Martha, Lucy, and Ted go boating. Martha feels like an ordinary girl and forgets about what happened to her for the whole day. At dinner, Martha and Ted laugh at Lucy's cooking. Ted and Martha hit it off. The next day, Martha starts cleaning the house. Ted says she doesn't have to do this. He invites the girl to take a boat ride. Martha refuses, but Ted insists that she go with him. While riding on a boat, Martha feels freedom. Ted invites the girl to take the helm. He shows her how to operate the boat and steps aside. Ted invites the girl to drink beer. He says that Lucy went to the doctor for an examination.
We are trying to have a baby.
Martha cannot imagine that her sister will have a child. Ted says that Lucy was very worried about her. This really surprises Martha. At night, Martha cannot sleep. She remembers how she came to Patrick at night and fell asleep next to him. The girl gets up and goes to Lucy and Ted's room. A couple is trying to conceive a child, but they have to stop.
Martha, what are you doing? Nothing. Jesus.
Ted leaves the room. Martha tries to explain that she's scared to sleep alone. Lucy tries to explain that you can't just walk into their room without knocking. She says that this is not normal, but still allows her sister to stay and sleep with her. In the morning, Ted is very angry about what happened last night. He believes that Martha is mentally ill. During the day, the girl helps her sister in the garden and says that she heard knocking on the roof at night. Lucy tries to find out from the girl what happened. She thinks that the guy Martha ran away from beat her, but Martha says that he simply deceived her. A new girl arrives at the farm. According to the rules, Marcy should become her friend and help her adapt to her new life. Marcy explains to the girl that here it is forbidden to communicate with the past family, and you cannot have bad habits. In a few days, Marcy makes a special cocktail for the girl. Marcy remembers herself in her place and does not want this young girl to go through such an ordeal, but she still gives her sleeping pills and leaves. In the morning, Katie comes to the girl and begins to brainwash her. Every day, Martha sees that house and her life in it in her dreams. In the evening, Ted cooks dinner, and Martha cannot get used to it. She cannot get used to a normal life because it seems to her that her past life is haunting her. Lucy apologizes to Martha for not being able to take care of her sister after their mother died, but Martha is not angry and says that she herself chose this life. She says that she doesn't need advice because she is smart and can decide what to do.
I am a teacher and a leader.
During dinner, Ted asks Martha what her plans are for her life. He wants her to go to work and do something, but Martha says that she is not going to look for a job and build a career. She says that Ted lives wrong, although he is not to blame for this. Ted gets angry and reminds the girl that she lives in his house and should watch what she says. At night, Martha decides to call the farmhouse to talk to Zoe, but another woman answers the call. Martha asks to call Zoe, but the woman says that Zoe no longer lives with them. Martha asks the name of the woman she is talking to.
Marlene.
Martha hangs up the phone. One day, Marcy notices Patrick and a new girl. Marcy begins to get jealous and remembers that a normal man should only love one woman. One day, Patrick teaches the girls to shoot. Marcy is good at using a gun, and Patrick asks her to shoot the cat. He says that this cat is sick and needs to be put out of its misery, but Marcy can't do it.
So shoot Max then.
Marcy doesn't understand why Patrick asks her to kill a member of their family. Patrick says this guy is useless, and he messes around a lot. Marcy refuses to shoot. A few days later, Patrick gathers a group of several people and sends them on a mission. They sneak into someone else's house and steal things. At night, Martha hears a car. In the morning, she finds her and realizes that she is being followed. A few days later, Lucy invites many guests to the house for a party. She helps her sister put on her makeup and asks her to go talk to people. Martha goes outside and sees the bartender. She thinks he is watching her and throws a glass at him. Martha begins to become hysterical. Lucy and Ted take the girl to the bedroom and give her a sedative. For the next robbery, Marcy and her friends sneak into a larger house, but the owner of the house notices them immediately. Patrick says they will just leave and asks the man not to call the police. The man promises not to do this, but Patrick tricks him. Martha is shocked by what she sees. It was at that moment that Martha fully understands that she cannot stay with these people. Ted tells his wife that Martha needs help and shouldn't live here, and Lucy agrees with him. At night, Ted enters the girl's room to check on her, but she thinks she was attacked. Martha pushes Ted down the stairs. He gets angry and tells his wife to kick Martha out. Lucy asks Martha to explain what is happening, but Martha cannot tell. Lucy says that they will help her find a clinic, and Martha will move there.
You're gonna be a terrible mother.
It is very unpleasant for Lucy to hear such words from her sister. In the morning, Lucy apologizes to Martha, and Martha also apologizes to her sister. Martha agrees to go to the doctor, and Lucy promises to always help her in everything. A few days before the escape, Martha answers the phone. The girl wants to talk to Bob. Martha introduces herself by a different name. During the conversation, she calls herself by the name Marlene. Martha asks questions that are written on the wall in front of her. By answering this call, Martha helped Patrick get another girl. Martha decides to take a swim in the lake before leaving, but she notices someone on the other side. She runs into the house. A few hours later, they leave and go to the hospital. On the way, Ted almost hits some guy. The stranger gets into his car and drives after them. Martha immediately understands what will happen next. But we won't see this because the film ends there. Write your opinion about this in the comments. Like the video and click on the bell to be the first to watch a new video.